Florida man is winning the pandemic. No, not the guy who made sweet love to a Hot Pocket in a Walmart women's room, but the actual governor of Florida, who's now getting kissy face accolades from traditionally liberal publications. The LA Times went all jelly beans for Ron DeSantis as they sigh. Have to admit, Ron's relaxed approach has been a better one. Floridians return to indoor dining sooner than the national average, and certainly quicker than states with fascist lockdowns like California and New York did. And kids return to school in the fall. Can you imagine? Rounding out the trifecta, masks in Florida have always been optional, like bikinis. So what does this say about different styles of governance? When you have a rosier view of human nature, you're going to be more trusting and suggest people adopt certain behaviors that might keep others safe. Florida's elderly population is 21% of the state, so masks are a kind way to keep Grammy and Grampy around and can be worn without the threat of fines or incarceration. California and other states have had a mask mandate, which is a forceful edict because they don't trust you to make the right decisions. There has been a tremendous psychological cost to this pandemic because when you're forced to stay home, mask up, and work remotely, you feel confined and then hopeless and depressed. Floridians feel better. And now publications like the New York Times are starting to take notice, maybe because the governors of the two most tyrannically locked down states, New York and California, are about to pay for pandemic damage with their political lives. The unemployment rate in California, 9.3%. It's 8.7% in New York, and in Florida, an impressive 5.1%. Is there still time for DeSantis to screw up and blow all this goodwill? Absolutely. But so far, trusting his gut and his constituents has been a better prescription than killing jobs and harming the psyches of bored kids who will continue to suffer digitally through the rest of the pandemic. It's not just COVID they're fighting. UNICEF has labeled the collateral damage a shadow pandemic that includes violence against women and kids who aren't receiving treatment like they should. British journalist and fancy lad Matt Ridley points out the cost of lives in terms of suicide, cancer and heart disease rates, job losses and bankruptcies as a result of these power-hungry lockdowns, which have proven to be far more devastating than the virus itself. You think governors in failing states are going to mainline Ron DeSantis' brand of hot freedom? Fat chance. That'll be a cold day. When you've got this much power and money from the federal teat, you never go back to trusting the little people. And that's the memo.